I am up and running on this beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I got up and Dan had left me a text saying, hey, when you get up, give me a call so we can talk Bible. That's good. And we had a great talk. And God really just used me in that conversations and my giftings to speak into some personal situations that he's been struggling with. And he just really had a lot of appreciation for it. And he just really lavished praise on me for how much my gifting helped. And we prayed for one another before we got off. We were on the phone for hours. I was puttering around the house and with my earbuds in, talking on the phone to Dan. And we were on the phone for hours, and he's such a faithful guy to end a phone call with prayer. And he prayed for you and me, and prayed for crew. Pretty cool, huh? And so I was pretty blessed by that. And now it's the afternoon, and I've just dropped Mr. Elijah Man off at work. And so my day is going. And hopefully I have some fun and interesting stuff that's coming up next. Well, I have a fun idea to do a bunch of the things that I want to do here this afternoon. So here we go. See, now isn't this a good idea? Getting out for a hike. I was gonna have some Bible time in my living room, but I thought, why not get out, get into nature, go connect with God. And if I'm ambitious, maybe I'll throw some yoga in there afterwards or something like that. Yeah, something's burning. I wonder if there's a control burn or what the deal is here. Oh, I'm gonna go check this out. Now, why are we on fire? Oh, you know what? I bet you that's just a control burn. I saw a ministry SUV. Okay, we're good. Who's this little feller? Whoop! And away he goes. There he is. Where you going, mister? Where you going, feller? Uh-huh. Good times. Okay, so here we go. Pretty cool up here. Pretty cool. What fun. Beauty. What a view. This is a pretty magic place. I think this will be a better place to have Bible time. Well, Devo time done. It's getting late and it's getting cold. So I don't know if my other planned item it's gonna be able to work out here. Or what? I read the first chapter of Romans and the message. It was pretty doggone good. Well, let me tell you. And now I'm just packing things up here. Just getting myself all sorted out. Let's go. Let's go for a little walk on down. How about that? Oh. Don't want to go down there. That's not where I'm going. Yeah, I don't want to go down there. I just want to go here. Fun. All right. Branch hit me in the face. All right. All right. Man, are there ever some cool spots here, eh? Bye-bye, little Bible study lookout. All right. Do you think it's a bad idea to climb a tree on the edge of a cliff? You think that's just like no mas? Just kind of got a ways up here, you know, just seeing what I can do. Oh, there's probably a view. Yes. I want to go higher, but we got this little cluster of branches. Seems to be hard to navigate around. Anyway, who cares? I'm just having fun, right? Okay, I got past it. I got a little higher, but now the tree's kind of getting thin, waving a little bit. A little bit concerned about how good, you know, how good of a quality I'm gonna be putting 215 pounds on the top of this tree. How high should I go? Anyway. I don't know how good of a picture that takes. Anyway. I can't video while I do this. I was safe in the tree. Then I come out. Now I've twisted my ankle. Well, this wasn't in the plan. Now I gotta Terry Fox my way all the way back to the car. I think I can't do that though. What am I, how can I not Terry Fox? What's going on here? Step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. There it is. That's better. Actually, I think I got a better idea. Just put a little gangster lean in this. And I'm just gonna walk like this. You know what I'm talking about? Let the bears and the elk and all the wild little critters know this is the neighborhood I'm from. I'm not a wounded animal. Strong. Okay, I'm going to talk about my devotion time and what stood out for me in the first chapter of Romans out of the Message. Paul said he always prays for them, and that jumped out at me because prayer is so important, and in all of Paul's letters to the churches, without any exception that I know of, I'm pretty sure there's no exceptions, he talks about praying for them. And a lot of times he says what he prays for them. And that's pretty powerful, because if you go track those down, then that means you can pray the things that he prayed for them for yourself and for others. It's pretty powerful stuff. That's why the first and third chapter of Ephesians are pretty stalwart parts of my prayer life. So praying for churches, praying for your people, big stuff. He talked about his own spiritual giftings and his desire to impart those spiritual giftings to them. And that spoke to me about acknowledging my own giftings and being eager to impart what God has given to me to other people. And also to remember that other people have such giftings, and to open myself up to receive from God through others in a unique, special way that he's designed them, right? We have highly specialized tools in the world that we live in. Many, many highly specialized tools. And some people have highly specialized giftings, and everything is easier if you use the right tool. And so the people in our lives are tools in the hand of the great mechanic. Note to self. What else did he talk about? Hold on, let me check this. Okay, he talked about wanting to deepen the interdependence with the believers that every time he meets more of them. And it's pretty powerful. I recognize my need to cultivate that interdependence with other believers. I think having a personal relationship with God is number one, because some people didn't get to have very much of other believers like Elijah in the Bible. Some people were kind of all alone, not very many others to rely on. But it's designed that we're supposed to be a strong, healthy, thriving church, interdependent. And so I plain old received that. And then the last chapter, the last half of the first chapter of Romans, it just speaks to our society, where we're at right now. People choosing to forget God and choose like trinket religion instead. Idols specifically aren't a huge thing in our society as such, but we become our own idols. We worship ourselves. We in our society reach for things like astrology and cheap religion that we don't recognize as religion, that requires nothing of us and promises us things that it never delivers. And the twisting of the psyche, the twisting of gender to destructive things as people, since they choose not to know God, they're choosing to move in the direction of not knowing anything. And it's really sad, and you can see the decay. Paul living in Rome, it's so much like what we're seeing here and now. But God is calling people back, and I hope people will allow their hearts to be moved back to Him, And then I prayed about a few different things. So that was my time. Actually, since I'm on the subject, I've also been thinking about you being moved to read the 4th chapter of James the other day. And I would strongly encourage you to go through the book of James. Of course, just read it once over. But just watch the theme that runs through the book of James about it's lust in the King James Bible, but I think in most translations it's the word desire. Just watch different times when he uses that word and the things that he says about it, because he talks about the roots. Desire is a root of sin, the process of how sin happens, how it begins with our desire, and then the desire gets a hold of you. And it's very similar to what Jesus says what God says in the book of Genesis. I'll have to go through it in more detail later on. But there's so much in there that talks about our desires and the role those desires play in our lives. And Jesus talked about cleaning the inside of the cup and dish. And what that means is that we need to clean out the very desires and motivations, all the deepest roots, the internal stuff that causes us to sin. You want something deep down. And because you want something, most of the time, the want, a lot of times there's a healthy expression of the want, and then it's introduced to a lie, and then sin happens, and then sin grows up and becomes death. So, yeah, really good thing to go through and have a look at in the book of James. Well, baby, it's so nice getting out in nature. But I had to make another stop. I've showed you this place before. Well, it's 7:30 and the sun is setting in my little town here in northern BC. You'll watch a northern sunset with me someday, holding my hand. Well, this has been a fun one, baby. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and thanks for watching.